Hey, there's Two Wheel Tommy. I'm back. Probably tell by the thumbnail or by the title that I'm at the original J&P Cycles of Anamosa, Iowa. This happens to be a local stop for me. I'm able to come in here and get parts on a regular basis. Those of you who have traveled through the area are familiar with this stop. What's interesting is before they were bought out by Komodo or whatever they call them, Commode, just kidding. This was their national distribution center. Behind this building is at least probably 150,000 square feet. And a friend of mine bought it all out, turned it into a big heavy equipment construction company, does roads and state contracts and city contracts, and rented this retail center back out to the Commode. Got the Caballo Gris over here. Today's mission is getting a new kickstand spring for Blaze, the 2009 Softail Custom. Out tearing up some miles. Wishing I was riding with somebody, but nobody to ride with. 1 mile south of exit 54 is the National Motorcycle Museum. It's my understanding they're closing that, and we'll be auctioning off every bike in that place here in the next few weeks. I had heard August. Here's a choppa. Get to the choppa. Pretty cool. We'll go and see what's going on. Hopefully they're not out of stock. So here we are at the National Motorcycle Museum. If you're familiar with the area, it's just down the road south of J&P Cycles, about 1.5 miles. And unfortunately the building's for sale. This is going to auction in August or September of this year, and we'll be closing down. And I'm not quite sure why motorcyclists will have to come to Anamosa anymore. There's a few folks here checking it out. I was just up in the J&P Cycle store, and all of their new computers. And what's interesting is it doesn't look like the store is going to be there very long. The lease is expensive, and they're not very busy in the wintertime. But yet they just installed all new purchase at the register Veriphones, or whatever they call those, where you tap your card. And what's interesting is they all have Cycle Gear logo on it, not the J&P Cycles. So what I'm wondering is maybe they're going to just rename it and get rid of the J&P Cycle name. I'm not sure, but it sure would be interesting to see what the plans are and what the goal is here for the National Motorcycle. Not gonna be around much longer. Hey, it's Two Wheel Tommy. I'm back at the garage. Everything's parked in its place. Everything's safe. No accidents, no fender benders, no scrapes. Everything good. Very thankful for that. Just kind of wanted to do a follow-up on the video from J&P Cycles. Sounds like the museum is indeed going to auction this month or next. Will be shut down. It's my understanding that the lease that J&P Cycles has is through Mrs. Parnham, who is shutting down the National Motorcycle Museum. So I'm not sure what's going to happen with that store. I know they just invested in some new pay at the register. I think there's 3 of them in there, so I can't imagine they would have installed those if they were going to shut the store down. But it is logoed with Cycle Gear instead of J&P Cycles, so it'll be interesting to see if the J&P Cycles name continues. I think John Parnham passed away back in 2017, so it'll be interesting to see if that name continues. I kind of hope it does. I'm not sure how long that store will be there anymore, but this is Two Wheel Tommy just saying, if you've been there It might be a memory you want to go see real quick. If you live in the area, you might want to get to that museum before you shut it down. It's too old Tommy saying ride hard, ride fast. Just don't ride stupid fast.